Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So, welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today, we're going to read a very important verse, uh, Srimad Bhagavatam 1 to 17. First canto, second chapter, 17 verse. This verse is so important that this is one of the three verses Prabhupada mandated that before every Srimad Bhagavatam class, we should recite this auspicious shloka. So we'll read about this shloka today. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devin Saraswati Vyasan Tato Janudire Shinvatam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shavana Kirtana Hidayanta Subhadrani Vidunati Suhrissitam Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Kantasha Bhagavatam Ki Jai. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. जगद्गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय. So we'll read this verse today from Srimad Bhagavatam 1 to 17. Shinvatam swakatha Krishna punya shravana kirtana hidayanta subhadrani vidunati suhrisatam. Synonyms: Shinvatam, those who have developed the urge to hear the message of Swakatha, his own words, Krishna, the personality of Godhead, Punya, virtues, Shravana, hearing, Kirtana, chanting, Hridayantastha, within one's heart, he, certainly, Abhadrani, desire to enjoy matter, Vidunoti, cleanses, Suhrit, benefactor, Satam, the truthful. Translation and prepared by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So क्या लिखते हैं देखिए प्रभुपाद. Translation: Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is Paramatma in everyone's heart, the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses the desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. So ये बहुत ही उत्तम श्लोक है और इसके पहले के श्लोक में पढ़ता हूँ जो हमने पिछले 2-3 पढ़े कुछ दिनों में. सो वी अंडरस्टैंड कि भागवतम जो है कैसे इट इज द हाईएस्ट धर्म ऑफ द सोल और कैसे भागवतम बार बार हर एक अध्याय में हर एक श्लोक में बार बार रिपीटेडली टेल्स टू हियर about Krishna, to glorify Krishna, to chant his name. So the whole Bhagavatam, the first canto, this जो पहले जो 2 canto हैं, they are compared to the lotus feet of Krishna. So on the lotus feet of Krishna, who's there? All our acharyas, everybody is there at the lotus feet of Krishna. And what they are doing? Shravanam Kirtanam, glories. So that is why in the whole first canto, we see that Prabhupada repeatedly asks us to the importance of Shravanam Kirtanam. और जो हम थोड़े समय पुराने जो वर्ष जो इसी अध्याय से आ रहे हैं मैं उनसे पढ़ता हूँ. The one is this 1-6, another wonderful verse. Savai pumsam paradharmo Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radokshade ahetuki aprati. The supreme occupation, dharma, of all humanity is that by which men can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendental Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted to completely satisfy the self. ये जो श्लोक है, it says कि this is the supreme dharma of everybody is to do devotional service to Krishna. This 1-6. Then coming back, then 1 to 8, dharma swanushtitha pumsam vishvakshena katha suya notapade yadiratim shram evahi kevalam. So ये जो श्लोक है, what it says, the occupation, activities a man performs according to his position are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for the messages of the personality of Godhead. So it's another strong श्लोक कि अगर हम अपना सारा धर्म, हमारी जो सारी ड्यूटी है सब करते हैं, पर भगवान के प्रति हमारी प्रीति नहीं जागती है, तो जो सारा हमने जो अपनी ऑक्यूपेशनल ड्यूटी की, जो हमारा जो धर्म है इस संसार में वो किया, so then it is श्रम एव ही केवलम, इज यूजलेस लेबर. और फिर हमने पिछले 2-3 दिन में हमने पढ़ा कैसे 1 to 14. I will just read the translation. Therefore, with one pointed attention, one should constantly hear about, glorify, remember, and worship the personality of Godhead, who is the protector of the devotees. 15, 1 to 15. With sword in hand, intelligent men cut through the binding knots of reactionary work, karma, by remembering the personality of Godhead. Therefore, who will not pay attention to his message? जो हमने कल पढ़ा था, for twice born sages, by serving those devotees who are completely freed from all vice, great service is done. By such service, one gains affinity for hearing the messages of वासुदेव. तो कल पहले हमने सुना श्रवण कीर्तन की महिमा, और कल हमने सुना कि इसके लिए टेस्ट बनाने के लिए we have to hear from the pure devotees. और जो आज का श्लोक है, कैसे कि श्री कृष्ण, the personality of Godhead, who is Paramatma in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. So एक व्यक्ति, वो भक्त जिसने एक प्योर डिवोटी की सेवा करनी शुरू कर दी है, और उसका जो he has got inclination to hear श्रवण कीर्तन के लिए, इसके मन में थोड़ा सा भी कुछ टेस्ट पैदा या श्रद्धा पैदा हुई है, then what will happen? भगवान जो परमात्मा के रूप में स्वयं हमारे हृदय में बैठे हैं, he starts cleansing our materialistic desires. So translation में थोड़ा सा चयन करके पढ़ते हैं. Messages of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, are non-different from him. Sorry, this is purport. We'll read the translation again. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart. तो ये हम पढ़ते हैं कैसे भगवद गीता में कृष्ण बोलते हैं गोविंद देव जी कि I am the one who is sitting in the heart. तो ये one he says in 15:15, सर्वस्य चाहम हृदय सन्निविष्टो, and he also says in 1861, ईश्वर सर्वभूतानां हृदयेश अर्जुन तिष्ठति. Like this. So I am the one who is sitting in the heart as Paramatma. और अगली लाइन है, Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is Paramatma in everyone's heart, is the benefactor of the truthful devotees. ये भी हम सुनते हैं कैसे भगवद गीता में 5.29 में गोविंद देव जी बोलते हैं कि सुहृदम सर्वभूतानाम, जो श्लोक है, भूतानाम यज्ञ तपसाम सर्वलोका महेश्वरम सुहृदम सर्वभूतानाम ज्ञात्वामाम शांति विरच्छति. तो सुहृदम सर्वभूतानाम, he is ever well wisher of every species, of every living being. He is a suhritam, he is a benefactor. और आगे लिखते हैं, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee cleanses desire for material enjoyment. जो चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने भी जो शिक्षाष्टक में अंदर को यही शिक्षा दी कि चेतो दर्पण मार्जनम, that our heart is clean when we hear or chant his name, or when we remember him, the heart is clean. So whatever shiksha Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave, and whatever Krishna spoke is same. Prabhupada spoke it repeatedly कि जो भी चैतन्य महाप्रभु ने बोला है और जो भी कृष्ण ने बोला है, they are same. Thus one is speaking from the position of God, it is Govinda Dev Ji, Krishna, and one is speaking in the mood of a devotee, like that. cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. So इसका तात्पर्य पढ़ते हैं. Messages of personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, are non-different from him, because both are in the absolute world. There is no difference between two objects because everything is Shuddha Tattva. So because जो भगवान की कथा है, जो क्योंकि वो भगवान के बारे में है, उनमें और भगवान में कोई अंतर नहीं. वैसे प्रभुपाद आगे लिखते हैं, whenever therefore offenseless hearing and glorification of God are undertaken, it is to be understood that Lord Krishna is present there in the form of transcendental sound, which is as powerful as the Lord personally. देखिए कितना इन्होंने important मैसेज दिया है प्रभुपाद ने. कह रहे हैं whenever therefore offenseless hearing and glorification are undertaken. We heard about offenseless chanting, but here Prabhupada is writing offenseless hearing and glorification. So we should not have any motive ahatuki. We should not have any motive when we hear. We should not have any motive. Sometimes devotees do have motive. Or this speaker is very funny, he will make me laugh. Sometimes they have a motive. Oh, I will hear and I will learn new things. And then I can give the same class. They have different, as we come from a contaminated consciousness. So we have, but if we want it to really work, so then it should be offenseless hearing and glorification. And offenseless glorification, so offenseless hearing means we are unmotivated, ahatuki, or offenseless glorification also means that we glorify what has been and speak the words which have been spoken by our acharyas and guru. There can be many different meanings to this term, but what comes to my heart right now is that offenseless glorification means we must speak the words which we have heard from our acharya or guru or senior sadhu. So whatever we heard from, say, Guru Sadhu Shastra, we should not speak from our mental speculation. Whenever, therefore, offenseless hearing and glorification of God are undertaken, it is to be understood that Lord Krishna is present there in the form of the transcendental sound, which is as powerful as the Lord personally. So, like we heard, there is no difference between him and his name. So it's the same. And if it comes there as a sound incarnation, then Krishna himself is here. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Shikshashtaka declares clearly that the holy name of the Lord has all the potencies of the Lord and that he has endowed his innumerable names with the same potency. There is no rigid fixture of time and anyone can chant the holy name with attention and reverence at his convenience. So ये हमने सुना भी जो लोग जिन्होंने लास्ट 2 दिन से जो हमारी कथा चल रही है और जो प्रेम पद्मिनी माता जी का हम लोगों ने क्लास सुनी कि कैसे उन्होंने बताया कि when we encourage people to chant, we should not tell them too much rules and regulations, and anybody can chant at any time. This is coming not from us. This is coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He gave that. He told everybody, wherever you are situated, just chant the holy name. So इसलिए there is no rigid fixture of time, and anyone can chant holy name with attention and reverence and with convenience. So हम जहाँ भी हैं गृहस्थाश्रम में, whatever is our convenience, we can chant the holy name. And if we chant with attention and reverence, then make sure, have complete faith, Krishna is there. This is a Shastra Vakya. The Lord is so kind to us that he can be present before us personally in the form of transcendental sound. Unfortunately, we have no taste for hearing and glorifying the Lord's name and activities. This is Shastakam from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where he said that Nam Akari Bahuda Nij Sarva Shaktis Tatra Pita Niyamita Smarane Nakala Etadrishi Tav Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdevam Idrisham Ihajani Nanu Raga. This is the verse. And Prabhupada, we see, he doesn't quote verses, but he in a very easy translation manner, he's giving the essence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions. आगे लिखते हैं प्रभुपाद, we have already discussed developing a taste for hearing and chanting the holy sound. It is done through the medium of service to the pure devotee of the Lord. So how we develop a taste, like it was there in the yesterday's shloka, by serving a pure devotee. So when we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, when we are reading purports, then whom we are serving? We are serving the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. So through the parampara, this is our way of our service. Also, when we are following his instructions, we are chanting 16 rounds as given by our acharya for for next 10,000 years at least. This will go on like this. Nobody can change that. So whom we are serving? We are serving Srila Prabhupada. आगे लिखते हैं. So when we serve him in this manner, that we are reading Bhagavad Gita, we are reading Bhagavatam, that we are doing as a service to please Srila Prabhupada, then that is the offenseless chanting, offenseless glorification, offenseless kirtan. That is the right. It will become offenseless kirtan, because our whole mood is to please Prabhupada, and we are doing the service by reading his books and following the instructions. Then what happens? The Lord is reciprocally respondent to his devotees. ये भी हमें मालूम है 4.11 ये यथा माम प्रपद्यन्ते ताम तथैव भजाम्यहम्. When he sees that a devotee is completely sincere in getting admittance to the transcendental service of the Lord and has thus become eager to hear about him, the Lord acts from within the devotee in such a manner that the devotee may easily go back to him. So we know this famous verse from Bhagavad Gita, 10.10, Satatam Tesham Satata Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yenamam Upayantite. Prabhupada is giving that if we become sincere, then Krishna reciprocates in a similar manner. Rather, he reciprocates in much more deeper manner to inspire us and start our journey. Right now, Krishna is here, and we are here, and we are going this way. So the moment we take a U-turn and start coming back, then Krishna helps us. He's there. That's why he's saying he's there as a Paramatma. Then he's no longer neutral. He becomes a Jati Guru, and he facilitates our journey towards him. And why he does that? Prabhupada is writing in the next line. The Lord is more anxious to take us back into his kingdom than we can desire. So we don't have any desire, but Krishna has more desire. He is longing for us. He's waiting for us. So wonderful. Can you believe that here we are in our own make-believe world, like a virtual reality, and our Father is standing outside waiting for us. Come. Prabhupada is writing, most of us do not desire at all to go back to Godhead. This is our situation. We don't want to cross the material ocean. We just want swimming lessons. Srimati Mataji told us once that we just want swimming lessons so we are able to float in this Bhavasagar happily. Only a few men want to go back to Godhead. But anyone who desires to go back to Godhead, Sri Krishna helps in all respects, like we heard, because there is as a Paramatma, and then he becomes a Jati Guru, and he helps us. He facilitates our journey back to Godhead. Prabhupada, one cannot enter into the kingdom of God unless one is perfectly cleared of all sins. So we have to be pure. The material sins are products of our desires to lord it over material nature. So it is just not Hiranyakashipu or Ravan who had the desire to lord it over the material nature. Rather, we also have the same demoniac quality that we want to lord over. We want to become a Purusha and want to enjoy it. Rather than we are Prakriti, we are energy of the Lord. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that one is Apara, material energy, and one is Para, spiritual energy. So we are the spiritual energy. We are not enjoyer. We are to be enjoyed. Prakriti is to be enjoyed, and Purusha is the one who enjoys. So we are playing Krishna's. We are make believe. So this material sense, Prabhupada saying, are products of our desire, ichha dvesha samuthena. So this is our desire to become enjoyer like Krishna. So we are here. It is very difficult to get rid of such desires. Women and wealth are very difficult problems for the devotee making progress on the path back to Godhead. Many stalwarts in the devotional line fell victim to these allurements and thus retreated from the path of liberation. But when one is helped by the Lord Himself, the whole process becomes as easy as anything by the divine grace of the Lord. So Gyanis who want to do it through the ascending process, they fall down. We hear the katha of Vishwamitra Muni, 60,000 years of tapasya, and just hearing the ankle bulls of a Apsara, his whole meditation broke down. And then he had to, after some time when he realized, he had to start from ground zero again. So, but for devotees, it is a Lord who's guiding within the heart. And then the journey becomes more personal, and also it becomes more easy. And it's a gradual step-by-step process by the mercy of the Lord. Prabhupada likhte hain, to become restless in the contact of women and wealth is not an astonishment, because every living being is associated with such things from remote time, practically immemorial, and it takes time to recover from this foreign nature. Many a time devotees ask, Prabhuji, I still feel I have lusty desires, I get attracted towards opposite sex, or I get anger, or I have greed, or I have attachments to money. That is okay, because we have not become sadhu immediately as we come into Krishna consciousness. Rather, it's a gradual journey, it's a step-by-step journey. And like an expert teacher, Govindev Ji holds our hand, or the Acharya holds our hand, and the spiritual master holds our hand and takes us step by step, step by step. So it is easy journey for us. And so we must have, not only have enthusiasm, but we should also have patience. But if one is engaged in hearing the glories of the Lord, gradually he realizes his real position. So Prabhupada likhe, everybody is stuck in this. For women and wealth, everybody is stuck from time immemorial. But what is the solution? Problems we have heard so much. What is the solution? He's saying, but if one is engaged in hearing the glories of the Lord, gradually he realizes his real position. So easy for devotees. What is the real position? Jivere Surupave Nitya Krishnadas. That my spiritual identity is I'm a servant of Krishna. And in that consciousness, when you start living life, one is liberated. Prabhupada, by the grace of God, such a devotee gets sufficient strength to defend himself from the state of disturbances. So even at the initial stage, we see as we get the higher taste, the lower taste automatically goes. We get strength. What used to be attractive to us, to our eyes, the form, the ear, the sound, nose, any smell, taste, and touch. All these things gradually they come down because we get a higher taste. And Prabhupada writes, and gradually all disturbing elements are eliminated from his mind. So all the elements from the minds are gone. How? By doing Shravanam Kirtanam, by hearing about Krishna, by glorifying him, by chanting his name. So many things are happening within the heart. And Krishna is pleased, Prabhupada is pleased. And if we do it in the association of devotees, then it becomes more relishable. So this is a very wonderful verse today. Shinvatam Swakatha Krishna, Punya Shavana Kirtana, Hidayanta Stobhadrani, Vidhunuti Surisata. So we should memorize this verse and sing it every day. Any verse which acharyas like, we should know they have potency in itself. In their itself, they are so potent. Every Bhagavatam verse, and those also the special ones are very, very potent. So this is a very good way to serve Srimad Bhagavatam, is to chant few verses every day. So I hope this little reading and manthan of Srimad Bhagavatam was pleasing to the devotees. So thank you so very much, Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshitani Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.